This is the instructional video for 4.3 price list. Price list requires you to create a price list for a fictitious store. There's the menu right there, and as you can see quite clearly, it's a right tab with a dot leader. Very easy to do. The only thing that's going to give you some trouble is this with pork business here, but we'll get that sorted out really easily. So let's just reduce that, keep it over to the side. And in our main work area here, we've got the source file that you can open up from your source files list. First and foremost, we can see that most of the text is in bold. The prices are not in bold. Cafeteria price list looks like about 18-point bold. So let's start with that. We click over here on the left to select it, and we just change it to 18-point. Control B makes it bold. Done. Now, we're going to set a tab stop for all of these. And that tab stop, from the looks of things, is a right tab just beyond 5.5 inches. So I'm going to put one right about there, and then I'm going to double click on it, and I'm going to select it. I'm going to change it to a right with a dot leader and say OK. Now none of them have tabbed over there, of course, because I've just got these hyphens in here right now, but we can use our usual replace command, replacing space hyphen space with Caret T, replace all. And after 15 different windows there, we can see that we're done. Now, not quite done, of course, because we haven't dealt with this pork business here, and we haven't dealt with the bolding. Now, the bolding is easy. We know that we hold down the Alt key, click and drag, and we can select a vertical block of text. Control B makes it bold. Now, this vegetarian noodle wrap with pork is an interesting one. It's got to fit right in here. So if I click at the end, enter, now I've got my space. Watch what happens when I hit the tab key. Whenever I hit the tab key, it goes directly out to the right tab that we had set here. So I can do part of it really easy that way. I can just type in the 675. But somehow I have to get with pork and never mind how a vegetarian wrap can have pork. I have to get this sitting here in the middle. Now, the person who does not know what they're doing would do the illegal, horrible, never to be done again task of hitting the space bar. Never ever do that. Never ever ever ever. So instead, how are we going to make with pork show up in the middle? Well, it's easy. Let's just set a tab there. So let's set a tab at about 2.5. And once you set the tab there, this tab becomes the first one on the line, and that's why the 675 shows up here. But not to worry, we just click in front here and push them both over. With pork goes to here, 675 goes to here. There we are. So this line, the with pork line, has a left tab at 2.5. And that's it. Good luck with yours.